Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's been a long time. Um, so I'm gonna record a video. I had a few questions. A few people asked me, how do I determine support and resistance, and kind of like an overview on how I trade. And I what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of go over the last 4 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and half day on Thursday, of the trades that I took and what I was looking for, and how I because it everything that I do is, you know it 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 has a lot to do with support and resistance and levels. So might not go over all th 3 4 days, but maybe one or 2 days. But what I want to show you is the way I define structure, and how I look for structure, so that you guys so you guys can see what how I use these levels here. So you guys see I have the daily, the 15 minute, and the 1 minute. I use the daily obviously for just the bigger picture, to see where price is, and I really don't need, just this is what's it? I have 6 months, but I usually have it right at 3 months. That's all I need. But right now I have it at 6 months daily, and this is all I need, right? And I like I like to just to look for. I like trend lines. I like to see what the Facebook is doing in this case. Consolidation. We have a wedge. As you guys can see, this trend lines get respected a lot, especially in large caps. So if you guys are not using this, they it works. As you guys can see, I've had this trend line, and the reason why I took a few trades, not this past week, but 2 weeks ago, was it was based on this trend line here. So anyway, so I have the daily here. If you guys see these levels here, it's basically if you see, if you look at this, the high of this candle, I have a level. As it push down, this is the lowest low. Actually, it's this, but I have another level here. So basically, the highest high of a green candle, or in this case blue, and the lowest low of a red candle. And as you guys can see, this was already here on 11 about a month ago, and price came down. Was it Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday? It came down and it tested this line here, this line here, 264.59 to the penny. And so that's what I mark. That's what I have on the daily charts, just so that I could I could visualize. I could see when it's time to stop. Uh, like in this case, to stop shorting and look more into reversals. Right. Once this line gets broken, once it gets violated and price closes below, then we go the opposite, right? Because now resistance, support becomes resistance, and so on and so forth. So that's basically what I do on the daily. And let's go and do the so on this, I have the 15 minute, but look at this. So I like to go to the 2 hour, just to have a bigger picture of what is it that I'm looking for. And as you guys can see, these blue levels here are basically the 1 hour and the 2 hour levels that price tend to respect. Like I don't if you look if you pay close attention, I really don't have any levels in between, right? It's a sort of, like, you have to be able to see these levels without guessing. Like I could see right away that price is resistance, resistance, support, resistance, resistance, right? Same with this, right? It has to respect the level a lot. Like for example, here I have this level here, support, 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 and most likely when I come in and uh, this level here is going to act as support. So that's what I have on the 2 hour. And as you guys can see, even if we, let's say we still don't know what's going to happen here. I already had these levels here, right? I already had these levels even from here, right? I already had these levels from here. See how it came down all the way down to this level, and look where it went. Like this day was a big day here, went all the way up to this level. Um, this day it went up, uh, barely touched it, and then it came down, and then kind of respected this level. But once it breaks down, we know that it's going to come down to this level. Came back up to retest this level, and look how many times it was having a hard time here. This day we had a fake down, broke down, and it faked people out. And then this day went up, tested it, came back down. So this is the bigger picture, right? I really don't trade off of this, but this serves as a like, you know, once price gets to these levels here, let's say to the down here, I try not to short anymore unless I see a continuation, well, I'll show you guys, unless I see price close below. So after that, you could even go and do like a 1 hour, and this you're able to see more clear how price, the same thing, how price respects these levels. But the uh, the 15-minute level, this is the time frame. Once I have my levels here, this is the time frame that I pretty much look for, that I look at the most, intraday. And on here I look at wedges. I try to look for wedges, uh, or consolidation, if you guys want to call it. So um, this day right here was it Monday. This was a pretty good day. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, yeah, Monday. So this day here, I was looking at this wedge here, right? I was looking at this wedge, and yeah, I was looking at this wedge, and what I saw was that this previous day, the price came down. It I really thought this day was going to come all the way down. I think it was Friday, but it recuperated. Price went up and closed above. So it reclaimed the level. So at this point, I'm thinking like I was thinking that we were either going to break out and perhaps go and test this level, consolidate like it was doing this throughout these days, or if or it was going to be a breakdown, and once it broke down, um, we'll have the confirmation to keep going down. So my confirmation for to know that price is going to for me to short is having a 15-minute candle close below, um, right here. Once it closed below, now it gives me the conviction to go short. And obviously if it reclaims that, that's going to be the stop. So um, so that's 1222. So how I enter this trade was here. Where was it? Right here, right? So how I enter this trade is, I'm all about confirmation, right? On this trade, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got FOMO, and I jumped in um, right here at because right before the market opened, we had these big candles. So this kind of was my confirmation, right at 628 or 928, right at 930. As it pushed down, I actually bought some puts here, but I knew I was chasing, right? So as it came down, I just covered my position here. But what I like to do is this, right? Once it comes down, if it goes down without me, like, I'm okay. Um, I don't like chasing. I don't like what I did here. That's why I cover my position. So I like to see some sort of trend line break. So this is what happened. I was waiting for price to kind of, you know, a trend up. I was hoping for it to come up to this level here. Did not do that. As it pushed up, you just gotta be patient. As it pushed up, and it with this candle here, it broke down below this candle. I went ahead and bought some puts here, and my stop was literally the reclaim of the VWAP or the reclaim of this trend line here. So I mean, it's not a lot of risk, right? You're talking about like less than $1, right? And once it came down, the target was, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had to go to work, so I actually took profits here. Took profits yeah, I think my last profit was somewhere around this level here. But the ideal, had I been at home, the ideal uh, profit was here. So I use these levels as also as profit taking levels here. And as you guys can see, it as it came down, it kind of rejected and then it pushed up again, right? And this was actually a long. This was actually a long to go up, but I got chopped up here, so this wasn't a good day. But basically, that's what I do. And oh yeah, before I forget, the reason why was my conviction was more so to the downside than to the upside was because of this. This was on Wednesday. So it was this day here, right? The other reason why my conviction was to the downside was because this was the first day, and you see this a lot. You actually see this a lot. This was the first day. This day here, yeah, this day here was a Wednesday, 21st, 22nd. Let me just make sure it's the right day. Yeah, the 22nd. So this day here was the price actually closed outside or below the wedge, this big wedge, right? So this tells me that it's no longer this trend line is no longer holding it, right? So that was that's the reason why I was my conviction was more so to the downside than to the upside. And so the whole takeaway here is that the way I combine the daily chart with the 2 hour or the 1 hour chart, um, with the 15-minute chart, and my execution is on the smaller time frame, and it's all about a combination, combining the time frames and create a story behind why you think the price is going to go the way you want it to go, the way you think it's going to go. And the other thing is having a really good risk to reward. As you guys can see, I mean, this day here, we're talking about, let's say you waited for this candle to close here. Don't You're talking about the most, 80 cents to make roughly about, you know, so basically about a 5 or 6 to 1 in this one trade. Um, I personally have a hard time holding, um, but I've been doing some back testing, and if I hold one contract, it's I mean it's a couple of 100%. Um, so yeah, that's basically how I trade, man. So real quick, I don't want to make this a long video, but let me just show you what I was looking for on Thursday, the last day. Same thing, right? You guys see my little girl in the background. Um, so this day right here, I had this wedge. All right, like I said, I like I like drawing wedges. This wedge was more so here, like this. It was like this, right? Because this was the price action. So what I wanted to see, whenever I have a wedge like this, I know it's gonna be a consolidation day. So I'm looking for a short right above, as close as I can to this level here. And how did I get this line? Oh, there's another secret right here. Let me show you guys how I do it now. I'm giving you guys all my secrets. So see, 271. So what I do is this, right? So I know I want to have a level um, right here because price needs to touch this level here. I want to have a level here or higher. So what I do is this, right? Look at this. So see how the cursor, it's here. So I want price to be here or higher. So as it goes here, as it pushes up, see these two these two candles here, see they're right there, right? So I know on the daily, I know, like, I don't even have to look at the 15-minute or 1 hour. Like, I know there's gonna be some price came down and it got sucked up from here, came down, got sucked up, even right here got sucked up. So I know there's gonna be some level of support or resistance here, right? And that's the reason why I put that level there, right? So that was the level that I was looking for, and that's how I look. That's how I predefine these levels here. And man, they hit. I don't have to have like a bunch of levels here. I know that once it comes here, I just look for my confirmation, so I won't have to. So I will have a better risk to reward, and then I hit it. So in this case on Thursday, I had this level, but I also had this the 200. The 200 works really well, really good on the 15-minute. I did some back testing, and it works, man. Like it works. So I use this as another level or line that I would definitely short if I see some um, what reversal here. And that's what I saw, man, because I knew that price actually came down before it went up, 267.70 to 260 to 70. So that's like 3 4 points, and I knew it was gonna be a short day, so not a lot of volume. So I knew it was gonna have a hard time getting to that level. So I saw this level and I said, okay, well, I know that in consolidation dates, two things are gonna happen, right? Either price comes down to this level here, and I want to go short and do the same thing. I had a level here, but it never really got to that level. So instead, it pushed down, almost got to the level to go long, didn't make it. As it pushed up, I was just waiting to see what happened in that right around the 200. And as you guys can see here, price pushed up, and like I said, I'm all about confirmation, so I like using trend lines, and I saw what I was looking for. I was looking for a trend line break right here. Uh, I was looking for a trend line break like this, right? Price pushed up, came down, pushed up, came down, pushed up, and you know this this candle kind of gave it up. But I was still not looking for a short until I saw a actually I had my trend line was when I saw when so price pushed up, came back down, and then when it pushed up, I'm like, okay, well, if it rejects this, and I see the trend line breaking here, I'm gonna go in short, risking the highs here. And man, like as soon as I started printing here, I jumped in, bought some puts, went short, and this one candle, about $1, oh yeah, about $1 pushed down like super hard, super fast, like boom, as soon as I enter. And then I covered I had to go to work, so I covered the majority of uh, my position here, and then the rest right around this level here, around 7 o'clock my time. But the idea was to hold at least until this level here. This was the target, not down here, but right here. But good trade nonetheless. So that's basically how I trade, man. It's very simple, support and resistance, and I use multiple time frames to just determine where price is bound to go. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you guys like this video.